Oh man, the weather is so beautiful. I got my wife, my kids, my cows. Life is so good, dude. Dad? Yes, Timmy boy, what happened? We're being raided by Vikings. What? The Vikings were people living in the north, who were mostly farmers and great sailors. But because of overpopulation and not so much arable land, they started raiding villages that were near water. They were merciless and described as wholly violent and bloodthirsty by their enemies. What? Dude, I'm not violent at all. The Age of Vikings is said to have started on the 8th of June 793, when Vikings destroyed the abbey on Lindisfarne. They killed some of the monks, stole all the silver and gold, and took some slaves back home. Places like abbeys or villages on the coast far away from any other settlement were what Vikings aimed for because these places were unprotected and it was easy gold for the Vikings. Back in Scandinavia, don't think that there was only one kingdom that was ruled by a Viking king. It was divided into so many small kingdoms, and often Vikings would fight each other. Some of them migrated to Iceland, Greenland, and they even reached North America in 1001, almost 500 years before Christopher Columbus. During the 9th century, a lot of raids were pulled on the coast of England. Why were these raids so efficient, you might ask? Well, I got my friend here, Mr. Rollo, who would like to tell you.
Thank you. Well, you see this? You see it? This is the famous longship. It can carry up to 70 people and it is light. It is good for deep seas or oceans, but also suitable for shallow rivers. So, if you want to buy one of these, call the number here and I'll ship it to your house. Also, look at these guns, baby.
During the 9th and 10th centuries, on every sea or river, there were Vikings. They got as far as the Black Sea. They turned Kiev and Dublin into important trade centers. This guy, who was king of Denmark, even became king of England in the year 1013. In Francia, the situation was kind of similar. The Vikings, led by Ragnar, managed to siege Paris for about 1 year and a deal was made. So, Mr. Viking, come closer, don't be shy. Yeah, closer. Alright, so we will give you about 6,000 pounds of gold and silver and you shall never come back to Francia. Alright, this seems fair to me. And I will definitely never come back in Francia. But Vikings continued to raid France between 918 to 928, and their leader was the one and only Rollo. Charles the Simple, who was the king of Francia at that time, decided he had enough and he gave Rollo this part of Francia called Normandy, in exchange for Rollo protecting West Francia from all the Vikings and converting to Christianity. After more decades of raiding and killing, back in Scandinavia, Harold Sigerson was the king of Norway, and he wanted to become king of England. But the king of Normandy, William the Bastard, also wanted to become king of England. However, on the throne of mighty England was sitting Harold Godwinson. All of these guys were of Viking descent, but Godwinson and William the Bastard were Christians, so they weren't considered Vikings anymore. The only Viking was Harold Sigerson, who got killed by Godwinson, who eventually got killed by William the Bastard, who became king of England. With the death of Harold Sigerson and the Scandinavian kingdoms becoming Christian, the Viking era came to an end.